everyone. My name is Jason, and I'm here for Daily Dose of Hope Day 240. Um, I'm coming on at a different time than I usually do. This is about 4:10 in the afternoon, Japan time, which is about, what time is it in Eastern Standard Time? It's what, 2 o'clock in the morning. So a different time. I'm not sure if anyone, maybe other parts of the world might be awake, but it's good to shake things up a bit, right? So it's a Saturday afternoon here in Japan, and I decided to come on for my Daily Dose of Hope, day 240. Daily Dose of Hope is just that. It's just a little bit of hope in times that sometimes might seem hopeless on the surface. And so that's what this is about, just to give you some hope. And I was guided to do this about from February, I guess I was guided to do this. My guide said I could start to come on and give a daily dose of hope, because the energies on our planet will start to increase more and more. And as they have been, and as the energies increase, things start to get wacky. And what I mean by the energies increasing, I mean that the subtle energies, the energies that we pick up when we start meditating, or that we pick up when we're not plugged into this outside world, when we start to kind of go inside, and then you can kind of sense like, ooh, there's kind of like this sort of energy here, this sort of energy here. Usually when we go about our day, we're not aware of it. Most of us are not aware of it, and we'll just all of a sudden get sad or angry or happy or all these different things for no reason. But we don't take note of it. We're just kind of like, almost as if we are in a trance. We're just kind of like walking around in a trance. And then, oh, anger, okay, get angry, okay, these kind of things. But that's what the subtle energies are. And if we're not aware of them, they can do that. They can control us, make us into a trance, put us into a trance, and basically our lives are controlled and our emotions are controlled, and we get further away from our happiness. So it's always important to be aware of what's going on. And that's one of the things that's going on, is that energy is increasing. So it's getting crazier and crazier. And I think one of the reasons, though, I feel, this is my personal feeling, is it's to help us to understand that energy is there. If it's just at a low level, we don't really get it there. We're just a mild annoyance or something like that. But if it's just turned up to 11, and we're just like, then we're like, wait, this is not mine. It allows us to learn. So that's what the subtle energies are. Everything is a subtle energy. Everything starts from inside to outside. We create from the inside out. We decide to do something, we think of something, and then we put that into movement, into action. And that is it's how the universe is also created, how our lives are created, how everything is created. It starts out first as an energy, and then it's expressed out. And so that's, so Daily Dose of Hope has 3 parts. It has a bit of a talk, it has a bit of a channeling, and a bit of a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. And so, yesterday, I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on. I had a stomach bug. Just, I don't know where it came from. I think it came from the bad salmon. But yeah, it was just, I just woke up, and the whole night I was in pain, and then the next morning I woke up, I was still in pain. And so sorry about that. Just, it wasn't happening yesterday. And so I think that was the only things I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, that's it, I think. But what I wanted to ask about today is that I've found that the tenor, or the quality of the noise that is being broadcast on the social media has changed a bit. And I'd like to channel about that today. I find that the focus has shifted a bit, and it's a very noticeable shift. And I'd like to find out what that's all about. And I've also noticed that we are in what seems to me to be a very extreme energetic lull at the moment. Leading up to the American election, things were very picking up, and everything was just, but then all of a sudden things got quiet, very quiet. Right now we're in a very quiet time. And whenever things get really, really quiet, you start to say, what is going on now, right? It doesn't feel like a lull energy. Like a lull energy is just like they give you time. Like, all right, a lot of stuff happened. Here's a little bit of time to relax and, get back into. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like just like there's a lot of stuff brewing under the surface. And there was a message that was given by Esmeralda a few days ago, and she was talking about that idea that we are in the springtime on our planet, where a lot of things that were hidden basically beneath the ground are sprouting. And so we're able to see all of the seeds that were planted, all of the things that were hidden are sprouting and allowing us to see the flower of what they were all about, what they were meant to be. And so then we're able to understand what's going on. So I think, am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. Okay. So yeah. So I'm going to go into that channeling and yeah. So what do the guides have to say about right now, this kind of lullish period that we're in, where things got really quiet and the tenor or quality of the social media has changed a bit? So here we go. Greetings. We are that one that you know as Sanatkumara, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here to bring forth a message of love, and a message for all of you to stop worrying so much about everything that's going on in your world, like this being everything that changes, what? Just a few things changed, and he's worried about what's happening, what's going on in the world. Everyone's so worried about what's going on in the world. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening is love. What's happening is love. You are moving into a place of love. That is what is happening. Love is what is happening. Love is always what is happening. There has never been a time when love isn't happening. Love is always happening. You are in a happening place of love, a love happening. You are in the love happening at this moment. This is the happening. This is the time for all of you to join in to this love revolution. And that is what is happening on your planet. All of you are starting to choose love over fear. You're starting to choose love over sadness. You're starting to choose love over all of the things that you don't want to do. When you're presented with a whole bunch of different decisions, you choose love. I'll choose love now. Now, this being wants us to speak more concrete. This is what he always wants. More concrete, more details. All right, we'll give you some details. What's going on right now is a grand shakeup. Things are getting really, 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 really shook up. And your world is in a state of shock at the moment. That's why it's so quiet. It's in a state of shock at being so shook up. And we would say this is on both sides of the polarity. Everyone is just trying to figure out what just happened, what's going on. And that's what happened. You are all in a state of shock at the moment. And that's why it feels different. That's why it doesn't feel like that normal sense that you get. This is the state of shock that you're in when all of the things that you thought are flipped upside down and you don't know what to think next. And that's the best time to be in, because this is the time when you are closest to who you truly are. This is the time when you can connect the most, because you're not caught up in all of these illusions. You're not caught up in things leading to other things. You're caught up in the idea that you don't know what the heck is going on around you. That's the perfect way to be, because understand, the only thing that ever goes on around you is love. And when you start to glom on to all those things that are going on around you, that means that you're not glomming on to love. That means you're ignoring the love that you see around you, and all you're seeing is all of these little fireworks that are happening. You're looking at the whole fireworks exhibit, but you're not realizing what's going on in your life, what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart, what's going on underneath your feet. There's so much going on your planet at this moment. All right. Michael, I'm all shook up. Nice. I'm all shook up. All right. So yeah, I guess it's a shook up time. Whoa, all right, you guys. Okay, sorry guys. So you Yeah, in Australia and New Zealand, it's normal time for you. It's not the middle of the night. Nice, nice. Hey Kathy, hey Michael. So yeah, yeah, I just wanted to bring that forward. So I guess that makes sense that we're all in a state of shock at the moment. I guess for on all the different sides, everyone's kind of like surprised at the quiet. How is everything so quiet now? What's going on? Kathy say, lol, I must remind. It sounded important. I rewind, yeah. You know, it's funny about rewind and fast forward. These words, like a lot of the younger generation now, they don't know those words because there is no such thing. It's like, how do you know, you just, we have a video and you just have this line, there's no rewind or, yeah. A lot of these things, it's funny. Like cell phone, too. If you say cell phone to the younger generation, they're like, what is he talking about? Cell phone? You know. Anyway, but yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I feel like I want to do another channeling today. Just what's the word? This Japanese word is nantonaku. Here's your 1 point Japanese lesson for today. Nantonaku. Nantonaku means for some reason. Yeah. So I want to do this nantonaku. For some reason, I don't know why. Kathy, you say I'm showing my Earth age. Yeah. Don't worry, we can always rewind. Yeah, I'm always surprised that talking with the younger generation, like a lot of the words don't compute. Even like saying compute, like computer, the whole word computer it's not in the lexicon anymore. Like for some reason, it's not. But everyone's using computers, and computing, but it's not a word anymore. So, so all right, I want to do another channeling because I want more details. I want to find out more about what. Okay, so that's what's happening now. But um, I was given like yeah. I'll just go into a little bit of this, but not too much. But I was in a meditation. I was shown a lot of different things and shown the reason why I'm here in Japan at the moment. And I feel like it's not something I can be like real public about at the moment. And it's something I'm not really, um, yeah, just don't want to talk about it, I guess. And but what I want to talk about is that there is something that's coming on down the line. There is, and I think that's about all these things there has to be a denouement, right, to the story. We've been living in like this. Every story has this arch to it, right? Every story that you want to watch has an arch to it. um, but so so you have the beginning, and then you go into the crisis time, and then there's the denouement. And so I think we're kind of approaching that midpoint up here in the story, where we have to, everything starts to be revealed. I mean, we know what the drama's about. We kind of understand the different sides and everything, but then there's, I think we're in that period. There's a lot of different things that happen and a lot of things that get revealed. And then there has to be that denouement time when we all, I'm not pronouncing it right, I'm sure, denouement, I don't know. But anyway, the denouement. So that time where we all kind of come to terms with everything. The time where we come to peace with everything that is revealed. And we're still having things revealed. And I think it's going to keep getting a little crazier and crazier. And I think for us that are on here, I think we're kind of ready for it. We're kind of like, yeah, bring it on, yeah. But if you're really holding on to like the 3D world, it's just kind of like, what the heck is going on? Why is my neighbor floating? He's not supposed to float. Sorry, it's an extreme example, but so yeah, I'd like to let's get some more detail on this. What what is coming down the line? What can they tell us about that? Can they give us anything more, a little bit more concrete? There you go. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene. We're here, and we're here, and we're here with all of you in this beautiful place that you are all in. moving through these times with such grace and such elegance, seeing all of the stories that are playing out around you, and seeing that grand arch of a story that is playing out above you and around you. And walking with grace through it, walking with grace, understanding that this is one of the grandest stories of the universe at this moment. And it can be quite a lot for you in your human body to handle. With your human emotions, it can be quite a lot to handle. But you are handling it so gracefully, so wonderfully, walking through your day, walking through this turmoil, walking through all of these storms that are washing over you, and walking straight with your head up held high, your heart walking forward with your heart, and your heart is looking out at all of these beautiful things that are happening, and is forgiving and is sending love into all of the stories that are happening. You are doing some of the most beautiful work here at this time. This is such a beautiful job that you are doing. Now, this being wants us to give concrete, always more and more concrete. If you could see from our perspective, if you could understand what we see, you would never ask again for concrete anything, because you would understand how non-concrete your reality is. You would understand how malleable the whole fabric of your universe is. Everything is moving together, and everything is related. All of you are related in that sense. And so the most concrete that we could get about this is that you are approaching a point when all of the ancient wars, all of the ancient timelines that are on your planet are coming together to be resolved. And they need to be seen. They need to be seen by you and felt by you. You need to relive all of these emotions again. That's why at this moment, many things will start to become very emotional. Many things will come up in your life, things that you haven't dealt with. Anything that you haven't dealt with yet in your life will start to come up very strongly for you in these times. In addition to that, on a grander level, that will be playing out all of these timelines that need to be played out as well. And with these timelines, there needs to be a revealance of what happens, of your history. So you come down here taking a pill of forgetfulness, and soon that pill will wear off. You will remember everything. You will see everything. But now that you've gone through all of this forgetfulness and this forgiveness, will you be able, when you know your true history, will you be able to come to terms with it? Will you be able to forgive? Will you be able to understand? Will you be able to find that middle place? You see, all of the things that have been happening on your planet, well, we would say from the beginning of your planet, but especially the past 10 years, are all about stepping up the revealance of what has been hidden, to see how far you are able to understand what has been revealed. Things have been revealed at a slow pace, but they will start to be revealed more and more. The timelines will open up, and the veil of forgetfulness will be lifted. And where will you be when that is lifted? Where will you be? Will you be able to handle that? Will you be able to understand and give love? Will you fall into the polarities? Because they will be more extreme than you've ever imagined, than you could ever imagine. These are polarities that have been created over millions of years. Will you be able to handle it? Our answer to you is yes, you will. But be ready. Be ready. These times are coming. The time when the veil of forgetfulness will be lifted and all of your history, your true history, will be revealed. And our advice to you, it is only advice, is when that time comes, to work with your heart, and to see with your heart, to understand that all is one around you. Even though there are these ancient wars, there is this ancient hatred, there is all of this fear, and there are many things that will shock you. what we will say to you is look with your heart, and that will carry you through. Follow the neutral path through these crazy times. You have been in an intense training period and you're ready. The veil of forgetfulness is ready to be lifted. Okay, that's pretty concrete. Thanks, Mary. All right. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that was the concreteness I was kind of hoping for. Yeah, I can imagine, right? All of those things that are revealed. You know, like if you've revealed like people in our own family, like, oh my God, you're a member of you. You know. So, all right. Whew, that was intense. Very different energy. They both have different energy. Yeah. All right. So, it's almost sunset here. 4:30 in the afternoon. Kathy, you say that was a pretty intense story. Yeah. Very intense. Yeah. So yeah, intense. So I imagine, well, that was an intense story. I imagine when the story actually comes out, imagine how intense that's going to be. Pew. Right? I mean, still, even to this day, I mean, a lot of the things that are being revealed are pretty surprising. But, you know, I think that this is just, in a sense, it's not necessarily the tip of the iceberg, but it's kind of just still a small part of the iceberg, I think. But I think it's fun. I think I'm excited. I mean, I know I'm very excited. But there will be this time when, so I think for us on this channel, I think we're kind of ready. We're kind of, you know, have a good idea, I think. But for a lot of the people that might be around you, living around you, or in your family, they're not really, you know, there, you know. So you're the one to help them through it. You know, just to be like, nah, it's cool, it's fine, don't worry, this is great, you know, enjoy the ride. So yeah. Michael, you say, I'm so excited to see you all tonight. Yeah, you too. So, New Zealand's 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go into a pocket of peace. A pocket of peace is a guided meditation. And this is a guided meditation for all of us to get through what is now this kind of quiet time where we're all kind of shook up, and then to get into the next time, and just so that we hold that middle point, that we can just see all these stories playing out and just understand that they're just stories. And yeah, and we'll send this energy out into everyone all around the world. There's a lot of people that are really suffering right now from, I think there's a lot of shock. A lot of people are in a state of shock, it seems. And as Sanat said, that's a good thing. It's a place of learning. People who are in shock don't feel that way, I'm sure, but it allows you to kind of take stock of your life and try to see things from a higher perspective. So it's a learning device. So yeah, let's just, let's send that love out to them, send that love out to everyone out there, because we're all in this together. We're all just trying to figure this all out together, and both on the yin and the yang and everywhere in between, we're all just here trying to figure things out, basically just trying to find happiness, you know, trying to find our way home. And as the guides say, our way home is through our heart. Our way home is already inside of us. We're already home. So it's just that realizing that, right? So let's just realize it. All right. So let's just imagine this mist of unconditional love just surrounds you and surrounds everyone around you, surrounds your whole town, surrounds the whole country, surrounds the whole world, surrounds outside of our world, surrounds the whole universe. This love of unconditional love that we're all wrapped in wrapped up in, that we are this mist of unconditional love. We are love, and we're love, just resonating with the world and creating all of these beautiful things that we see around us. Oh, love is the most powerful thing. Love, 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 love. And so we're going to send this love out throughout all the rivers and oceans and highways and byways and streets, side streets, and all the different streets, every way you could travel, all the airways, or even the airwaves. This will be broadcast now. We're broadcasting this on the frequency of love on every station available, and so that everyone can just pick up on this frequency of love. And what we're doing is we're just extending the frequency of love, because it's already been out there. The angels are singing. They're singing this frequency of love, and it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And all we got to do is tune our hearts and say, oh, whew, feel that love. Feel that love. It's there, and it's so powerful. You can see it just changing all the situations around you. You're surprised because you're just quiet. You're just quiet and you're holding your love, but you see the people around you, the situations around you, all the fears and sadness are just melting away. Yeah, that's the power. You see, with this love, there's nothing you need to do. You just need to be in it. And then you become a tower of light. And that tower broadcasts more light out. You become an extension of source energy, because that's what you are. That's what we all are. We're just love here, extending ourselves, trying to figure ourselves out, looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, who the hell are we? And we're saying, oh, right, we're love. And we're home. And we've never left home. And all these crazy things that are happening around us are not real in that sense. They are happening. It feels really real. But in the end, we're just love. And we're just going through these experiences, and we're so well protected and so loved. And you know, the worst thing that could ever happen is that we just leave this plane and go back to love. Ouch, how sad and how painful is that? We just go back to love, pure, pure love. And then we just come back. So there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be sad about. There's everything to be happy about. There's everything to be in love about. There's everything to be in hope about. We are on one of the most beautiful timelines imaginable. And we're here just living our lives, just going through our daily days. We're not up in the mountains anywhere. We're just living about our normal days. We're going to the stores. We're going to the barbershop, going to the beauty salon, going to the local mall, going to the local markets. We're just living our lives and spreading this love. And that's why it's so powerful, because it doesn't have to be anywhere special, because everywhere we are is special, because we're there, because you're there. You are that special. You are that amazing. You are changing the world at this moment. And don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. You are changing the world 1 second at a time. Every time you choose love over fear, you're changing the world. Everyone sees that choice and they say, wow. Somewhere deep in their hearts, they say, wow, they choose love. I want to do that. I don't think I can do that just yet. One day I'm going to do that. You just planted a seed of love. Yeah, so let's just keep planting those seeds of love in every single second of our day and watch the world change around us. All right. Whew. So that's Pocket of Peace for day 240. My goodness. What the heck am I doing, right? So, yeah, I've been coming on for, 240 days. That's a whole bunch of days, you know? So anyway, I hope you guys are hopeful. Kathy and Michael, I will see you guys tonight, or a little bit, just in a few hours, actually. So tonight we have our monthly membership, bi-monthly membership meeting. Bi-monthly, sorry, I'm getting my words wrong. Yeah. So we have a meeting tonight, live channeling meeting. If you're interested, the information is below. Yeah, if you want to join in, just get together, ask questions, and I just channel the answers. It's a nice community if you're interested. And yeah, so I hope you guys are hopeful, and So, yep, see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Kathy and Michael and everyone else for joining in. Remember, when you join in with this pocket of peace, it's your energy that makes it so much more powerful. If I was just doing this in my tiny little room, there'd be like 1% of power. But with you guys, it's like 1,000% of power going out throughout the universe. So thank you. We just changed the world. All right. So I hope you're hopeful. And as they say, go beach. I don't know who said. I guess yeah. Yeah. So, yep. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.